Now it's time for the American Way TV Blue Collar Spotlight.
We have another very deserving individual for the Blue Collar Spotlight. We have Robert Zink, a construction superintendent from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
You know, we got the spotlight from Robert's buddy Andy, and it was pretty apparent that this guy was definitely the right guy this week for the spotlight. Andy says that I wanted to nominate Robert for the American Way Blue Collar Spotlight. He says, I've known Robert for over 40 years. We grew up hunting, fishing, four-wheeling, and learning about life. Robert's always been a hard-working family man, and he always puts others before himself. He's married to his beautiful wife, Karen, has a daughter, Brooke, and two sons, Blake and Bryce. And he says that above all things, he always finds time for his family. Andy says that Robert puts in countless hours on his job at Columbia Gas in Virginia, where he started in the trenches putting pipe in the ground, repairing gas leaks, and working himself right up the chain until he became a superintendent on all their large construction projects. Andy goes on to say that he always keeps safety in mind for himself, his family, and for all of his crews. And folks, for those of you that don't understand the installation of cross-country gas lines, if they're not done right, people get hurt. Andy says that any spare time that he has is spent with his boys out in the field, whether they're hunting doves, pheasant, or their favorite pastime, tromping through the woods chasing whitetails. Andy says Robert is very passionate about teaching and bringing on the next generation of hunters, and he loves those days that he spends in the field with his sons. Andy closes in saying that Robert is just an all-around great person, and one for which I've had the pleasure of calling my friend for the last 40 years, and it was an honor to nominate him for this spotlight. And Andy, we couldn't agree with you more. You definitely sent the right guy to us this week, and it was an honor nominating and showing folks just how hard he works and how much he lives life the American way.
So Robert, the best part about the spotlight is we get to say thank you, and we have a lot of great friends who help us do that.
First off, Robert, you being a guy that works in the dirt and uses boots every single day, you're going to enjoy this pair of Thorogood work boots we're getting to you. They've been built in Wisconsin since 1892, handcrafted and American made, and we're sure you're going to love them.
And Robert, our friends at White River Knife and Tool are going to get you out a handcrafted American-made knife that we're sure you can put to good use since you're an outdoorsman.
And lastly, whether you're out on the job site or you're in the woods with the boys, our friends at Grizzly Coolers are going to get you a 100% American-made Grizzly Cooler, and we're sure you're going to be able to put it to use.
And lastly, Robert, we're going to get you one of these custom-made hard hats to hang in your home and remember the day that somebody said thank you for getting up and doing your job every day.
So Robert, on behalf of all of us here, buddy, at the American Way, and all the great sponsors of the Spotlight, we can't say thank you enough for all you do to contribute each and every day to the American Way. Congratulations, my friend, and well done.